2022 and Bill Alexander Ford is ready to serve you with the same great service you have grown to trust. Check out the all-new 2022s arriving daily. F-150, Super Duty, Ranger, Maverick, Bronco, Explorer, Expedition, Escape, Edge, EcoSport, and Mustang. Need service without the hassle of coming in? Our mobile service will come to you. We have discounted the convenience fee to only $25 for the whole month of January. For a difference you can count on, shop your locally owned Bill Alexander Ford on East 32nd Street in Yuma.
Get your rig ready for adventure at 4 Wheel Parts. Whether you're battling the winter weather or gearing up for warmer travels, 4WP will have your vehicle not only looking good, but also performing at its best. Get expert advice, easy financing options, or schedule an install with our ASC certified technicians. Ready to install everything we sell. Visit 4wheelparts.com. Now with over 100 stores nationwide.
Over 25 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks. The leader in off-road shock technology.
All right, guys, are you ready? We are back for our final update, our finish update today here on the KMC Wheels Fishgistics Parker 425 update show all day long today, brought to you guys by F&L Racing Fuel. Thanks for tuning in today. I'm glad you guys could all be here and bring you guys, I could bring you guys some information. I know everyone's asking. Let's see, somebody said Kyle didn't ride with fish. Okay, I thought he did. So we do have some finishers here. If we go look at the map here, we got a finisher. He's actually not on the map, but if we look at his tracker wasn't working. Let's go check it out. At the times, look at right there at the top. BJ Baldwin has finished. He has won the race. BJ Baldwin wins the race, and he won by about 8 minutes or so, it looks like, over Nick Wheatstone. That was Jack's Redline in there with him. Jack's did the first lap, was the plan. And then after that, it was supposed to be Nick in there after that. So I will try and confirm. Exactly who was in there for what lap. But we do have finishers. There you go. BJ Baldwin has won a race again. It's been years since he won. I don't remember the last race that he's won. Maybe one of you guys knows the last race that he's won. It's been a while. So he got new big block in the truck. He's got his King Shocks on there. King Shocks. So a big win for King. And, it's good to see him have a run. People either like BJ or they don't. I kind of go back and forth with him. He's cool. I think he's a good guy in the end. But it's good to see him get his mind maybe back on racing and not on, Instagram stuff as much or whatever he was doing before. So maybe he's back and he's into racing again. This is good to see. Good to see a solid run from him. We'll find out more. There we go. Shane Redline is on here. So he says Jax drove the first lap. All right, so there you go. So Jax Redline drove the first lap in the 18 here of Nick. They were right there all day. I mean, you can see that this finishing time is a little bit more spread out than it was early in the race. They were actually leading on the first lap, and then BJ caught up. And then Nick got in the truck, obviously not as experienced, I don't think. I don't personally know Nick Wheatstone. I don't remember seeing that name before. I think this was his first TT race, I'm pretty sure. So solid finish to come out and get a second place with having him drove the last he drove the last 2 laps. So good for Nick. I think I have a feeling we're gonna know that name more in the future, and hopefully we'll see it at some more races. Did BJ win? Yes, it's right there on the screen. BJ is the winner. He has completed 3 laps. The number 18 is second place. Now, third place was Corey Kieser here, and he was actually broken, so that's not good. The third place was right here, the number 20. He broke just past pit 3 on the last lap, or there might actually be in the pit. Depends on where exactly his pit is here. So hopefully he can get going again and make it to the finish. Now, in front of him, if we go look, that means that Alex Wacker here in the 91, the Twisted Monkey Racing, that is going to be your third place truck right now because he's moving and he passed Kieser. In front of him, we have the next finisher is going to be, let's see, the 18 finished, 97 finished, one is broke. Okay, so the 1573, the Richards Performance Muffler car with Chip Prescott and Richard Glassick in it, they are coming into the finish. They're only about 15 miles from the finish, and they are going to be your Class 1 first car across the line. It'll be interesting to see where they stack up overall. They're not going to win the overall because they qualified 5th, and it's been much more time than that. And BJ actually started 1 spot in front of them, and it's been more than 2.5 minutes since they finished. So they're not going to get the overall. Woo, I don't have to pay anybody about a buggy winning the overall again, so that's good. So all good there, but good to see these guys have a good run. There's not really the next car behind them was way back. I don't even know where the next car is. It's way over here at mile 50. So Don Hatch is running currently second in that class. Now looking over at the 6100 cars, this race is still a good race and it's actually still really close. The first one on course all day has been Brent Fox. They qualified first. They started first. However, he hasn't been winning all day. He's been getting beat on corrected time almost all day. When you start out front, it's really, really hard, especially in a spec class, because you don't know where everybody is behind you. You can't be getting splits all the time. You can get splits when you go through a pit, but with this larger gap today of 1.5 minutes start and spreading the field out a little bit, it really makes it hard to know where you're at. Justin Blauer right here is running second physically, but I think he was actually 4th last time we looked on the map. However, you see this gap? This gap has gotten bigger now between them. So it is quite a big gap back to the 61110. But somewhere in the middle there is Connor McMullen. Connor McMullen is somewhere in here, and if he's still running, he was leading on time last lap. So we're going to have to wait until some of these cars finish. You can see that 6100 just jumped up here. We don't know where Connor McMullen is. We're going to need to get a good update, and we're not going to get one until the finish line on Connor McMullen. So I don't know who's going to win 6100. We won't find out for a little while. If we go over and look at the 6100 on the Best in the Desert timing, Connor McMullen at the end of lap 2 was winning by 3 minutes over Brent Fox. So the question is, where is Connor McMullen? The 6173 tracker is not working. Where is he? If he's still where he should be, he's still winning, but we don't know. What are you guys saying? Sam Barry? Yeah, Sam Barry's tracker, it wasn't working all day, but then we did get an update that his motor blew up on the first lap. So Sam Barry is out with a motor problem. Where is Jeremy Davis? Jeremy Davis broke on the first lap. I haven't seen him move since the first lap. He's right here. He's been sitting there all day in pit 1. He's at the midway pit. So that's where he is. Hurling 6150. Which Hurling is that? Is that the one that I just posted the picture that they just sent me in my story? Yeah, Robert, check out my story. Joseph Hurling actually just sent me that photo, which is not good. They were doing good, and here, let me. This is currently. I don't know if you guys can see that. Here, let's go back over here. That is what their car looks like currently. The Joe Hurling 6150 just texted me this picture a couple minutes ago himself. So that they have a lower arm failure on the track, and they are definitely out. So bummer for them. That is the 6150 in that picture. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. They are out. So bummer for them. Maybe they can weld it back together and at least get a finish, but they were leading some of the day on time, so bummer for them to have a problem right there. But it happens. Parker's pretty rough, especially that last lap. These holes get pretty big, so we'll see. Let's go 6185. Yeah, so like I said, we're not going to know who's going to win this race until the finish because it's all about Connor McMullen. Kind of like BJ's tracker wasn't working. We don't know where Connor McMullen's tracker is. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens at the finish here. But they could be finishing pretty soon. We won't know for a little while until they get there. Damn, Joe was doing good too. Yeah, he was. Joe had a really good run going. Bummer for them that happened on the last lap there. But we'll see. So I think we covered the winner. BJ won. If you guys just tuned in, the 18 with Jack's Redline driving the first lap for Nick Wheatstone in his new truck. They got second. They're the only two trucks to finish so far. The 91 Alex Wacker is going to be third if he can get there. In Class 1, Chip Prescott and Richard Glassick are close to the finish, and they will be your winner in that class. No one is, the next car is over 50 miles behind them. And then the only other class that we have going today is the 6200 class, which only had 3 entries in it, and only 1 or 2 was still going last time we even looked. So let's look. So here we go. 6200, we have one down here. Nick, he's been out front all day, the 6201. He's down at mile 71 on his last lap. The next 6200 car is not even close. He's back over here at mile 15. So he has like a 60-something mile lead or 60-mile lead just about. Charlie Peltzer at 62.58. He's moving still, so that's good. He's just a ways back. So it looks like we're going to have 2 cars out of 3 still moving in the 6200 class. And that's it. There's no other racing going on today. That is all. There was only 4 classes today on the track. There was 46 total cars that started. It looks like there's going to be 30 cars or so that finish. It's be my guess, just rounding it up around there. Somewhere around there. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Do you guys have anything else? I think that's pretty much it for me. This will be our last live update. Let's go ahead and, I always got to thank all the sponsors: KMC Wheels, F&L Racing Fuel, 4Wheel Parts, everybody that helps us out, BFG, Alexander Ford, right here, those 2 guys. Vi-Metal Trailers, they have some badass race trailers. If you looked at my story today, you'd see some cool flatbeds, even for a couple cars. You got a pre-runner and a race car, you just get a Vi-Metal and they'll build it however you want. Alfred Distribution, because some Michelob Ultras, we're going to go have some of those now that we're done here. Polaris Razor, none of them here, but they already raced. And King Shocks, they got a big win today, so glad that one of our sponsors got a big win there, King. And then Unlimited RV, our newest sponsor, Stacy Clark and Valerie Clark, they came on board, and if you need an RV, just go to unlimitedrv.com. And Stacy wants to try to beat all the California prices. So if you're going to get an RV or a toy box or anything, give them a shot. Keep it in the family with racers. That's what I always do. If you're going to get a Ford, you go to Alexander Ford. Keep it in the family with racers. If you're going to get a trailer, go to Vi-Metal for a race car trailer. Let's see. Concrete Motorsports. Yeah, Concrete Motorsports was out on the first lap. They're over here. You can see them over here. They're in the Parker Keys at their house. Probably on a boat or something. I did hear a rumor they're going to come to King of the Hammers. So they broke on the first lap, not very far in. The truck doesn't need much. They're going to get it back together, I heard, and they're going to bring that out to King of the Hammers. So late entry for King of the Hammers, unofficially, of course, in the T1 class, Concrete Motorsports. So that'll be good. That'll be fun to see them out there. They're always fast when they're running, so very cool. Are you live at King of the Hammers? Yes, I will be live, but not on here. I will be live on the actual King of the Hammers broadcast on set. It's going to be me and some of the guys that always do it. I think Ricky Johnson's coming out there. We got Scott Rain, Miles, all those guys are going to be there. Ian, I did it with last year. We got a bunch of us that are going to be up there doing it, so it should be fun. I will try and get you guys. Dialed in and keep you guys updated on the course as much as I can. I'll let Ricky do the talking, and I'll keep the stats coming in on the where everybody's at. What did you just say for an RV? I said unlimitedrv.com and talk to Stacy Clark. He's a racer. They have spec trucks, and he has a lot in Kansas City, but he wants to try to beat all the California prices. So if you're looking at an RV or a toy box, I'm telling you, go hit him up, unlimitedrv.com, and see. You're going to have a seltzer. I am, but I'm going to have some Michelob Ultras because I got to have some of those first. because their logo was on here. So I'm going to go have some of them first, and then I'm going to have some seltzers later. All right. What else you guys got? I'm just seeing what else you guys got to say here before we sign off. Where does late entry put them at the back of the prologue? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to check with Dave on that. But I would assume they go to the back, unless Dave wants to put them somewhere else. And just one note on all that prologue stuff. I know it's caused a lot of shit over the last couple days, but that was Dave Cole's idea, and I hate doing it. And if you guys want to do it, you guys can do it for Dave next year. Trust me, it's the last thing I like doing, because no matter where you rank somebody, the guy in last is going to be pissed, and everyone's always going to think they're faster than the person in front of them. So there is no good way to rank off-road racing at all. It is the worst idea ever, and it's Dave Cole's idea, and I yell at Dave every year when he wants me to do it. And side note, he gave me 20 minutes to do it. So that's why some of those spec truck ones weren't quite where they were supposed to be, because I didn't know some of the names. So yeah, you can hate me all you want. I don't really care. It was Dave's idea. It's not my race. Go take it up with Dave. So, all right. So, well, thanks to, Best in the Desert for making this race happen today that we were able to watch at least. I know nowadays with, everything going on, it's not always easy to put on these races. The crit did not let them use their land out here once again. They didn't let them use it last year, so they had to modify where main pit was. That's why there's no Parker Python or anything at this race. So Best in Desert did a good job working with BLM again, getting this whole race on BLM land only, doing what they had to do to make the race happen. So that's always good. I'd rather be having some race than no racing. All right. Who is your pick for King of the Hammers TT winner? Well, it's T1 out there, right? But, it's Bryce Menzies and Luke McMillan. I don't know how anybody's going to beat them right now. That's just, it's I don't know. Pick one of the two of them, Bryce last year has led every mile of every race until he either broke or he won. So, and when he broke, Luke won. So it was the two of them all year. But Bryce was in the lead until he broke every time. So pick one. Are you going to pick Bryce and think he doesn't break the whole time? If he doesn't break, he's probably going to win. Luke is going to be right with him. Is he pushing him to break? I don't know. Who knows? If Bryce doesn't, we'll see what he does this year. Bryce has won King of the Hammers the last 2 years. Luke wasn't there last year. I'm glad Luke is coming back this year, and Luke is bringing his all-wheel drive Mason. So there's going to be 3 all-wheel drive Masons there that I know of. I'd have to go through the list again, but I think it's 3. It's going to be Bryce, Luke, and it's going to be Lofton. Lofton is coming in his too. So there's a wild card. Justin Lofton is always fast also. So be a good race. You guys pick your favorite driver, and let's see. If you're out at King of the Hammers, come say hi. I will have a beer for you. If you're mad about your prologue time, you can come and beat me up or something if you want. I don't really care. Just give me a beer. But we'll see you guys out there. As always, good being here. And thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks to you guys for getting us info. And especially thanks to the people that were out at Pit 2 today that gave us some of those split times so we knew what the hell we were talking about. Otherwise, we wouldn't have seen anything today. Just go look on social media. There is nothing posted about this race anywhere besides about 3 posts all day because there is no cell phone service anywhere out on this track. So glad we can help you guys out. We will we'll be out at King of the Hammers. I'll be there starting Thursday next week. So come find me and say hi. See you guys soon.
If off-road adrenaline is what you crave, we've got exactly what you need. Introducing the all-new Razor Turbo R and revolutionary Razor Pro R. Reimagined from the ground up with the power to push you further, the confidence of next-level strength, and exceptional control for conquering the wildest terrain. The next generation of Razor is here, and it's built for those who live wide open.